I got a really interesting email that came through my inbox this morning that I opened and read, and it completely aligned with something that Haley had discussed with us when we were learning the coaching, when we became fast metabolism diet coaches. The article that came across my email this morning was by Dr. McCullough. He is well thought of in the nutrition and alternative medicine industry, and he promotes health, and in very much the same way that Haley is doing. And the name of the article was The 3 Worst Foods That You Can Possibly Eat. And there was a parallel in a lot of what the article said with a lot of what Haley had talked about. So I wanted to share that with you, because when you hear things a couple of times, you think, all right, that's worth sharing. So here's a statistic that I can bring up from the past. When the Atkins diet was out there and everyone was trying it, there was actually 1 out of 11 Americans who tried the Atkins diet, and it was great. We lost weight on it, but it wasn't that healthy. If the fast metabolism diet reached the same number of Americans, which is 14.9 million, then the potential of disease alleviation that the fast metabolism diet would have is 7 out of 10 diseases. 7 out of the 10 diseases that most Americans have are actually caused by the food we eat. And that is exactly the same statistic that I saw on Dr. McCullough's site that said 1 out of 3 diseases is preventable by the food that we eat. It's the same statistic. So what are the top 3 dietary ingredients, according to Dr. McCullough, that we should not be eating? Number 1 is corn. Number 2 is soy. And number 3 is refined sugar. Those are all 3 things that are not allowed on the fast metabolism diet. Do you see a parallel here? So I wanted to expand on that. This has the potential to change the health of America. It has the potential to change the health of the world. And we're not getting any healthier. 95% of American food dollars that the average American spends on food is on processed food. So 95 cents of every dollar is spent on processed food. And what we're eating affects us far more than smoking cessation and getting in our exercise. I know I'm an advocate of exercise, and obviously I'm an advocate of not smoking, but what we eat has far more reaching effects on our health than not going out for a walk, not exercising, and stopping smoking. So that's what really sort of interests me and my ears perked up. So think about that. Pass it on to your friends. Talk about why we shouldn't be eating the corn, the soy, and the sugar. Most of the stuff that is in the processed food is all genetically modified. And when it's been genetically modified or genetically engineered, it has got so many pesticides in it that our bodies are just being stuffed full of Roundup, which is not the best thing to have for breakfast. So here's a couple of things that, once again, how do we change our health? Number 1 is by making great food choices. Number 2, get out there, get some regular exercise. Number 3, do some things in your life to reduce your stress. Number 4, drink lots of good, clean water, hopefully spring water. Number 5, make sure you've got a healthy gut. I talk about probiotics. I talk about the inflammation of the gut. I talk about prebiotics, but it is really important to have good, healthy gut bacteria, because that really boosts your immune system. Number 6, make sure your vitamin D levels are at the right level. That is such an important vitamin to have, because it starts so many important processes in our body. That wasn't very good English. Number 7, avoid chemical toxins. So that goes hand in hand with the food that we're eating. Make sure you eat non-genetically modified and as many organic things, but also the pesticides that are in the air, chemical toxins that are in detergents and other things that are just out there in the environment. And number 8 is to get plenty of good, restful sleep. And I will tell you, if you work on numbers 1 through 7, then number 8 usually comes along. We're able to rest better when we're taking care of ourselves, and we're drinking plenty of water, and we're getting some daily exercise, and we're doing some of those things that really promote health. We tend to sleep better. Anyway, that's my my daily dose of health for you. But I did want to share those statistics. And please be one of the 14.9 million Americans that makes a change in your health in a positive way by eradicating the corn, the sugar, and the soy out of your diet, and follow the fast metabolism diet rules.